Hey, welcome back to Daily Flash. I'm Mitch English. Young diners are now rewriting the rule book on how they find places to eat, and it's not coming from Yelp or even Michelin. Joining us right now to talk all about it, somebody did a little investigating work. That's Erin McDowell. She's a reporter for Business Insider. Erin, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
I got to know about this because it is a big deal. I'll see what the reviews are on for a restaurant, obviously, before I go, because I want to know what I'm heading into. But why are Gen Z and even millennials actually relying now on Instagram and even TikTok for these restaurant discoveries?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it really comes down to where Gen Z is searching for everything at this point. Rather than just using sites like Instagram or TikTok as strictly places to connect with people they know, they're using it almost like a search engine. So they'll type into the search bar, best restaurants in New York, best restaurants in Portland,
Ah.
and that's how they're finding places to go. So it's almost acting as if it's a search engine for a lot of these people.
And how are those traditional review platforms, like I mentioned, like Google, your Yelp, or your Michelin, whatever? How are they being left behind out of all this?
Yeah, so a lot of people are seeing Yelp or Google reviews or even, write-ups in big places like the New York Times or the Infatuation. They see them as longer, more time-consuming to read, dominated by older
Ah.
demographics. Whereas, in a 30-second Instagram or TikTok video, they can find out exactly where is the buzziest place in their neighborhood at that given moment.
When you think about it too, they show pictures and you're like, all right, did a food stylist come in here? Did they wind up stealing something and putting it on this thing to make it look really, really nice? I mean, so I could see how pictures versus video, because now you got a camera here inside the restaurant, you can kind of get a better idea. I can see that it works. But what about those influencers? Are they really playing a big part in shaping food choices that we're seeing today?
Absolutely. I mean, diners are responding more to creators who seem genuine, who are unsponsored, and sometimes even follow creators with less than 10,000 followers can have that high engagement and trust with the people who follow their content. And it can definitely spike demand. And influencers are not only showcasing atmosphere and plating, like you said, but they're really like shaping what constitutes a restaurant that people want to go to nowadays.
Ah, I see now. All right, well, we should think about this as obviously, the younger generation, that sort of thing. So why should restaurants, or maybe what should they actually even do to actually connect with those younger diners? Or what are you seeing them do that have shown a little success?
Absolutely. I think maintaining an active presence on Instagram and TikTok, if you can't afford to, get influencers to come in and review your place, because it can be expensive
Yeah.
to hire influencers to come in or, offer them a free meal. I think another thing that is completely separate from influencer culture is just making sure you're really online and making reservations easy to make. Be on platforms like
Yeah.
OpenTable or Resi, accept walk-ins via mobile, or take social media feedback and incorporate that into your menu. Younger diners want that seamless digital experience, as well as going to a place that's really buzzy.
Sounds like you did some great investigating work there. And if, of course, though it's home, you want to find out more about this, it's very important that obviously you take care. Listen, they're spending their money. They don't have as much money as the older generation. So they want to make sure when you go to a restaurant, it's everything that they need. So they're going to give a review, either good or bad, either way. Thanks so much, Erin, for joining us. And we'll post this interview on our website. You can go to dailyflashshow.com. And don't worry, you don't have to review anything while you're there. All right.